This week was always going to be full. Guests arriving, things to prepare, a house to ready, but no matter how much you plan, life always adds its own touch. I'm Amadeus and I live in one of the most rural areas of France, in Charente-Limousin. Welcome to Le Demi-Château. Let's get going. C'est parti! I think I just drove into the wall here. So stupid. But nothing happened. It all seems to look fine. Honestly, I was in a bit of a shock, so that's why I didn't film much on the inside, because I was just a bit like, what's happening here? Oh well. And obviously just now it starts raining. It has stopped raining, my friends, and we've got everything off the list. Although, there's still one or two things missing, but mostly so many things to think about. I was so stressed at the beginning of this day. I don't know, I felt like I need to do so much and I can't keep up. But then I breathed for a moment. And let's let go of everything. I know that I might be your calm ambassador, but also I get moments where I'm overwhelmed, and I think that's okay, and I think it's good to acknowledge them, and then to also just like let them be and then let them go.
So this one is a lot of cleaning and preparing and cooking and things like this.
I used to think preparing a space was just about fresh sheets and clean floors. But it's also about calming something inside myself, about making room, not just in the house, but in my head. There's always this quiet anxiety before people arrive, a part of me that tenses. Not because I don't want to host, but because I'm sharing something I love, something that usually protects me. This house, my half of a chateau, has been kind of a sanctuary, and every time I open it, even just a little, it feels like I'm stretching something fragile. Still, I do, maybe because I believe in what these moments can offer, or maybe because I'm still trying to believe that I can hold both, solitude and connection. Temporary office, sit up! I moved my office downstairs to make space for the guests, and somehow that felt symbolic too. Like shifting just the furniture, but the purpose of a room. Letting go of what was, even if it's just for a few days. I don't think I'll keep doing this forever, hosting I mean. I love creating an atmosphere, but I have realized that I don't want to monetize my home. Not like this. There's something sacred about keeping some parts just for living, just for being. But for now, I do the laundry, I scrub the sinks, I light the candles and fold the towels. And I remind myself, preparing a space is its own kind of offering, even if it's the last time. And like always, everything is happening at the same time. Alexi just called me because one of our neighbors cut down his trees and he has got a lot of shredded wood now, wood chips. So he's in the garden spreading out wood chips. Alexi did such a wonderful job of taking care of the beds. I just couldn't do it. It would have been too much work in too little time, but like this, it was just perfect. I never thought I'd get into cheesemaking, and yet here we are, cashews soaking, agar bubbling, the kitchen smelling like garlic and lemon zest. I've been using this book called Breaking Up with Dairy, and it's kind of become a quiet little ritual. The recipes aren't trying to be identical, they're just good, creamy, flavorful, a bit unexpected. People sometimes ask, but is it real cheese? I mean, doesn't matter. If it's made from scratch, if it brings people together, if it melts the way I hoped it would, then yes, I'll call it whatever I want. I think there's something beautiful about reinventing tradition in a way that still tastes like home. What a cooking marathon! Oh, Anita. I am dead and tired. And it's just 4 o'clock, but I've been on my feet all morning. But we're coming to an end. All the things that need to be prepared are prepared. I always think the walk will clear my head, and somehow it does. But not because I solve anything, more because I stop trying. The trees don't ask me to be ready. The sky doesn't care if the towels are folded. Anita runs and I follow. And for a moment, that's enough. I don't rehearse conversations with guests out here. I don't plan dinner menus in my head. Out here, it's just the rhythm of feet on gravel or grass, and the quiet kind of joy that sneaks up when you're not watching. There's this thing that happens before people arrive, a kind of pause in the soul, like everything knows it's about to shift. And it's not fear exactly, it's presence. Can you believe that this is actually the first time I'm sitting down today? Really. Except for lunch. When we had quick lunch, I sat down, obviously, for eating. By the way, these covers are washed. But it's crazy, you guys. Every time I refresh my YouTube studio, there's more of you guys here. It's absolutely crazy. I am so thankful for everyone joining in. Well, let's be honest, you guys. I mean, I'm just really hoping that this yoga retreat will go well and people will have fun and that my perfection doesn't stand in the way of it all. Because that's the biggest problem I'm facing, my perfectionism. And sometimes it's also about the question, how do you prepare for something that doesn't even start until people get here? It sort of already started in my head, but it won't start until people fill this house and until people are everywhere. And then it'll officially start and then I can panic. But until then, it's like I can only do my best to prepare. And how much can you prepare? Sometimes all you can do is just... Okay. Do you have an opinion on what we should do? Yes? What should we do, Anita? Nothing? Should we do sleepies? Should we sleep? Yes? Should we sleep? Should we sleep? So Anita thinks we should sleep because we should be well rested before everyone arrives. There's something about wrapping things up that feels both like an ending and a beginning. I didn't plan for everything in this video. In fact, I tried not to. Because I'm learning again and again that presence doesn't need perfection. That beauty doesn't always look like a Pinterest board. It looks like laundry still drying when guests arrive, a robot vacuum chasing me, homemade cheese that may or may not set properly, and yet somehow it all comes together. In the steam of a quiet shower, in the rhythm of music only I can hear, there's a kind of soft celebration, a moment that belongs to no one else, getting ready not to impress, but to arrive, not to perform, but to feel whole. There's stillness here. Now, the table is set, the lights are soft. One more glance through the open gate, a final flicker of candlelight, a last look. And then I find myself standing in the hallway. I'm ready, or at least ready enough. I think I'm ready. Just as the church bell chimes 7, I am ready for everyone to arrive. They are not very far away from the château right now. And yeah, I'm actually really excited to have them here. I think it's gonna be a fun week. Thank you so much for following along on this little journey of preparation and thoughts and cheesemaking, all the fun things that we did. I hope you had fun watching this video. If you want to continue watching, there will be more videos around me, so you can just click on to the next one. That's it for this week, you guys. I will see you next week with a new video on Sunday night. Until then, à bientôt et au revoir from the southwest of France. Bisous and bye!